Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about the list styles. Before learning about the list styles, we need to create one. So let's do an unordered list and then li list item 1. Let's do 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and now let's open with live server. Go to my browser and go to localhost 5500, and here it is. So I'll zoom in a bit. So here is our list items, right? So let me just go here. All right, so here is our list items. So what I have done, once again, I have opened the documentation for the list style CSS property. And this is another one, which is the shorthand for the list style type, list style position, and the list style image. So once again, what we will do, we will go through these three things and then we will discuss about the list style, which is the shorthand syntax. Okay, so first of all, the list style type. So as it mentions here, as you can see, you can change the list style, right? So let's do that. So by default, it is set to disk, but if we scroll down here, there are bunch of things there, right? So disk, circle, square, decimal, Georgian, and so on and so forth. So we will be discussing about these four things. So let's do that. So by default, it is disk. So let's go here. Okay, let me just close it out. Li and not li, ul. We have to select the ul, and then what we have to do, we have to do list style. Okay, list dash style type, and there are bunch of things here. If you are not seeing this autocomplete, you can press Control and space. So let's do first of all the default one, which is disk, and nothing has changed right now, but we can do something like circle, and now the list style has changed. Now let's do square, square, and here is the square. Okay, and we can do something custom as well. If we want to use something like, for example, something like this dash. Okay, so hit save, and if we go into our browser, and now the list styles are now dashed. But most of the times what we do, usually we just do not use any sort of list styles, and you might be wondering why. Because many of the times we want to use like list items, the unordered list, for creating navigation bars, for which we want to just get rid of any sort of list styles for that. So if I go here and do list style type to none and hit save, and now there is no list style. But let's go with something like circle. Okay, now let's go to the browser and open the DevTools. Okay, and go here in the Elements tab, and if I just select one, as you can see here, this thing, the marker which we have currently right now, it is outside of the list item. Okay, so in that case, if we want to change that, here it comes, the list style position. Okay, so what we can do, we can do inside or outside. By default, as we have seen, it is set to outside. So list style position. So let's go to the code and do not that list style position. And here what we can do, we can set to inside or outside. So inside. If I just hit save and go to the browser once again, visually there is not that much changed, but if I just select that, as you can see, now the li includes that particular marker. Okay, you might want to change that or you might not. So what I'll do, I will do the outside. Okay, now let's go here, which is the list style image. So it is not used that much often, but if you have a custom image which you want to show as the list marker, you can do that as well. So this is the syntax, list style image, and then you have to pass the URL, and inside of that you have this, the URL for the image. You have to pass it out that. Okay, so you can do that. I am not doing that right now because I do not have any image, but yeah, it is rarely used. And yeah, just I just wanted to mention that basically. So this is the list style image. Now let's go to the list style, and once again here it is the shorthand syntax for everything which we have seen so far. So as you can see, the list style type usually is square right now. So it is square. We can do the position as well, which is now inside, and we can use some image like the custom image as well, or we can get rid of everything as well. So if we want to do something like square, okay, the square marker. So what we can do here, I can just comment it out and I can do list dash style, and once again what we can do, we can do square, and then we can do the position outside or inside. Let's do inside. Okay, and hit save and go to the browser, and now as you can see, this thing is inside and the list markers are now square. Okay, now what we can do, we can do something like something other than this. Okay, also the order doesn't matter. So if I just do something like inside and then do square, it should work. Yep, it is working as it is. Okay, now what we can do, we can do something like if I just control and space, we can do something like decimal as well. I can do that and go to the browser. Now we have something which is an ordered list, and this is not recommended right now because as you have seen, our UL is unordered list. If we want to create an ordered list, then we have to use the ordered list OL elements, right? So it is not recommended, but yeah, you can do that. Also, what you can do, you can do something like Roman as well, lower Roman or upper Roman. Let's do upper Roman, and now it is the upper Roman. Okay, okay, let me just get rid of that. So it is now upper Roman. Let's do lower Roman. Okay, and there are some of the other things as well which I am not getting into that, but yeah. So this is the list style. So before moving forward, I will just reset it to none. I don't want to do something. Also, as I have mentioned earlier, let's go to MDN and let's inspect the navigation bar here and see. If I just go here, but yes, as you can see, this is the unordered list, And if I go to the styles, as you can see, the list style is none. So it is used basically to create navigation bars. And I'm not sure about this one, but let me just check once again. Yes, these navigation items are inside of an OL, ordered list, and once again the OL is list style to none. So yeah, that is basically it. All right, so this is the list style in CSS.